Let's talk about the 2018-19 season and and lead up to the championship moment. Let's talk about the season, the playoffs, Jurassic Park, the championship game. Let's do it all.
Okay. I don't know exactly what it just kind of happened. Like it really just kind of happened. Um, the Demar trade, shook some things up, and Kawhi came in, and things started to gel and blend, and next thing you know, it's playoffs and uh a championship. It was wow. My mom, bless her heart, was sick during the playoffs, so I couldn't really go a lot. He flew us up for what we would hope had been the championship game. weren't able They didn't pull it out, so they actually won it there. Um, yeah, that was one of the most amazing experiences of my life.
So tell me, what made it what made it so beautiful for you?
Um, the one, I'm sorry,
That's okay.
the when they went to when they realized they were going to the chip, and it's a picture of Kyle, like, girl,
Oh.
I cannot begin to tell you how I was feeling. And mind you, what a lot of people don't know, some do, is my mother was dying um,
Yes, you mentioned it to me.
at that time, and just to have that distraction, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
but to see him with everything that he had been through, with all of the fighting that he had to do from the time he was about 11 or 12 to that day, was to know he was going to the chip was just,
Yeah.
amazing enough. And then, so championship series, it was just something different to
Yeah.
me. It just felt different. And I don't know whether maybe it was me realizing, maybe my mom was slipping away, and she was sending
Mhm.
them, because
Yeah.
she loved that boy. That boy couldn't do no wrong in her eyes. The sun rose and set on that boy. Um, at 70 years old, she learned basketball just so she could watch the games. Well, she never watched the games live. She couldn't do it. She would tape them and watch them in the morning.
Right.
Get up every morning, get the daily paper, read the stats. Oh, Kyle only plays X amount of minutes. He must not have been feeling well. Demar, da 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 da. What's going on? Like, it was just so cute.
Yeah, she was
Um,
involved. That's beautiful.
um, it just felt different. It just felt like, this might really happen.
Yeah.
This might really happen. So, um, it just game six,
Mhm.
game six. Was it game six? And the way he started, I'm like, oh, this is coming home. Never a doubt. I was like, they bringing this home. Never a doubt.
And that moment where I don't even know what to say. I mean, that moment where it is now it's actual, it's a fact. Your
So,
child is a champion.
um, first of all, so let me just put this out there, anybody watching. If you ever involved or you know somebody that's in that situation and they win a championship, don't call me phone. Anybody trying to call me, I want to see the clock run down. I
Yeah.
want to see the celebration. My phone is ringing like
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'll call you back. I'll call you back. I want to watch. It was just such. It was like, this is what it was all for.
Yeah.
This is what it was all for. every dollar spent, every vacation day, because my vacations was his nationals every year
Yeah.
or whatever. Um, all of the being away from the family and all the kids, like everything that he had to sacrifice to have was for this moment.
Absolutely. You look at him holding this trophy, and that's what that trophy represents,
Girl, let me
right?
tell you, I just cried and like I just and the respect that
Yes.
his teammates gave him to allow him to
Yes.
be the first one to hoist the trophy and things like
Yeah.
that just made me realize how much he's respected.
Yes.
And even Kawhi, like he kind
Hmm.
of took a back seat and just said, "I'm gonna let him have this moment."
Yeah.
So it was,
But that shows the value that they have in Kyle, right? And that goes back to what we were saying, the relationships he has both on and off the court.
yes.
So the parade.
So, like I said, what a lot of people don't know is my mom passed 2 days after that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
So, the day of the parade was um one of the most joy you could ever feel, but probably the most pain
that. Yeah.
because, but when she was there, she was there,
Of course she
and
was.
I joked about it, but I meant it. My mom said, "Listen, I done missed all of this up until now. I'm not missing this, so I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna catch y'all up there at the parade." And she was all over that day. She was all over that day, and but the crowd, like I couldn't be sad
Yeah.
because I knew that she was blessing him and she was so happy for him.
Oh, yeah.
And she would have been like, don't be sorry, don't be sad. I'm here.
Yeah.
She got this. She was actually here. Um, we went to tell her, the next day.
Hmm.
I'm sure she knew and understood. And I think that was like it was it for her. She's like, you know what, 82 years, and this is the pinnacle. Well,
Yeah.
I can go now. My job is done.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
You know what? There's nothing to be sorry about. The raw
And
emotion is beautiful.
but it was just such an amazing day. The fans, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Ever seen anything like that in my life. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. I think it was something that was supposed to have been 2 hours, ended up being what, 6
Oh, yeah.
altogether.
Yeah. People are missing days of work for that.
Yeah, but it took. I think it was only supposed to take 2 hours to get
Hmm.
from, and it took like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Like Cam took a whole nap on the float. It was fun though. I was on a float with Drake, and he's so sweet. He knew about my mom and came and gave me a hug, and we spent it was just a really really amazing day.
Yeah.
Just I've never seen anything like that. And I don't care about anybody else's parades or nothing like this was the pinnacle of all parades. That nobody's parade will ever be like ours ever.
Love it.
Ever.
Love it. Want to
Yeah.
hear that. Let's hope that we can do this again, right? So,
Yeah. Yes. Indeed.
yes.
Indeed.